Everybody, it's Lorna Hennington and Tracy Bates with the Bates Hennington Real Estate Group. Hope everybody's doing well. We are going to talk a little bit about this crazy market today and 4 big incentives for homeowners to sell now because inventory is so low, prices are so great for sellers, not so great for buyers, that we really want to let you know what these incentives are for you to sell now and not wait.
Right.
Yeah. So the housing market, as we all know, it's sailing along. And the only real headwind that's holding things up is when it comes to the lack of inventory for sale. Actually, the National Association of Realtors, NAR, as you guys might know, reports that there were 410,000 fewer single family homes for sale this March than last March of 2020.
That's crazy.
That's nuts.
410,000 less homes for sale than this time last year.
It's crazy. It's nuts. So the key to continued success in the residential housing market is for more listings to come on the market. Otherwise, we're kind of at a dead stop.
Yeah.
We're close to that. We're getting close to that. However, many homeowners are concerned that selling their homes could be challenging for several reasons. And we're going to try to dispel some of those myths. Recently, Homes.com released a finding from a survey that identifies these concerns that you home sellers have, or potential home sellers, as well as what it will take for homeowners to feel comfortable selling their houses. Here are the 4 major homeowner concerns and a quick explanation of what's actually happening in the housing market today. Tracy, take it away with number 1.
I'm going to take it away. So the first thing is homeowners don't know if they'll be able to secure their next home before selling. So that's one of the concerns that homeowners and sellers have. So in negotiations, leverage is the power that one side may have to influence the other side while moving closer to their negotiating position. So a party's leverage is based on the ability to award benefits or eliminate costs on the other side.
Right.
So in today's market, buyers have compelling reasons to purchase a home now. They want a home of their own to own. They want to buy before prices continue to appreciate. And they want to secure a mortgage at an historically low rate while these rates are still historically low.
Right.
So these buyer needs give the seller significant leverage. Most buyers already realize this leverage enables the homeowner to sell at a really good price. However, this leverage may also be used to negotiate for a seller to find their next home.
That's right.
Yeah, the homeowner, and we do this
one-sided.
No, it's not. And we do this with our clients. The homeowner could sell their home to the buyer at today's price, which will enable the purchaser, the buyer, to take advantage of current mortgage rates. In return for that, the buyer might lease the house back to the seller for a predetermined length of time while the seller finds a new home or has one built. And it's part of our it's almost a standard part of our contract.
In this market, so true.
In this market, it really is. So this gives the buyer what they want while also giving the seller what they need. And it's what we strive for, a true win-win negotiation.
It can be achievable, and even in this crazy market. So point number 2, homeowners don't know if their current home will sell for the asking price or top market price. This is actually the perfect time to maximize profits. I mean, really, while selling your house, it's just an awesome time to sell. NAR just released a study showing that bidding wars are at an all-time high. We can attest to that. Yes, witnessed. The study reveals that when comparing the first quarter of last year to the first quarter of this year, the number of offers on homes for sale doubled. It doubled from an average of 2.4 to 4.8 offers.
Okay, let's talk about LA market.
You want to break it down? Break it down, girl.
I mean, the thing is 2.4 to 4.8, we're seeing like 13
25.
20 offers, 60 offers.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
It is a little crazy, and things are going, and I'm not talking about houses that are $5 million. I'm talking about houses that are 750,000 are going 100, 150,000 over asking. It's crazy. So yes, the LA market's a little higher than this 2.4 to 4.8. A little different. But whenever there's a bidding war, the price for the item for sale escalates. And Bloomberg recently reported, for the first time ever, the average US home is selling for above its list price. Okay, well,
I mean, but the average home is
Way
somewhere
above.
above its list price.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
national.
So that's across the country now. So we're talking Ohio. I mean, we're talking about everywhere, the Midwest, the South, everywhere. So if a seller's looking for top dollar sale, there's actually no better time to sell than right now. I mean, we haven't seen anything like this. I don't know how long this is going to last. We don't know if it's going to happen again. So this is the time if you want to make top dollar.
Absolutely. And our third point is that homeowners don't know if they will get an offer without their home requiring work or updates. So that's another concern that homeowners and sellers have. Again, leverage is the greatest strength a seller has in this market.
Yeah.
Due to the lack of homes for sale, many buyers are more than willing to take on a home improvement project themselves in
Yeah.
order to get the home that they want.
Hmm.
Um, a recent post on whether or not to renovate before selling notes, and I'm going to read this post. It may be wise to let future homeowners remodel the bathroom or the kitchen to make design decisions that are best for their specific taste and lifestyle. As a seller, your dollars and time might be better spent working on small cosmetic updates, like
Hmm.
refreshing some paint and power washing the exterior, instead of over investing in your home with upgrades that the buyer may change anyway. So, work with a real estate professional to determine the key projects that will maximize your listing without overdoing it.
I think that's absolutely true. You don't want to make an improvement that a buyer's not even going to like. Then you put all that money in there and you may turn somebody off because that's not to their taste or they're going to rip it out anyway. And we're actually seeing some crazy offers these days with regard to improvements and inspections and condition of property where
Yeah,
buyers are actually waiving inspection contingencies. Not
that's
really.
a whole nother
That's
conversation.
another conversation. But, just so they can get the house. Like, we don't care that that roof is caving in. We'll
Yeah, they don't care. It's a different market. It's
Yes,
actually your market if you're a
yeah,
homeowner and want to sell. So if you're
100%.
worried about doing work or updates on your home, you've got to realize that today's historically low inventory likely renders these projects less critical to the sale of the house. You're going to sell your house
Yeah,
anyway. So don't
absolutely.
freak out over the fact that something doesn't work or doesn't look fantastic.
It's a different market.
It's a
And that
different.
brings us to point number 4. Homeowners don't know if they can have a quick closing process. Yeah, you can. When speed is important, there are 2 points sellers should look at. The time it takes to find a buyer for the home, check. The time it takes to close the transaction, check, check. In the latest existing home sales report explains, properties typically remained on the market for 18 days in March, down from 20 days in February and from 29 days in March 2020. 83% of homes sold in March 2021 were on the market for less than a month. 18 days is really fast, y'all. And it's actually a new record. There are a bunch of average days on the market we could give you in each state. I'm not going to give you those. I will just say that it's going really, really fast. Regarding the time it will take to close a transaction, all cash sales accounted for 23% of all home purchase transactions in March, and all cash sales can be closed in 30 days. They can usually be closed in 30 days. But right now, the average for all cash, the average for conventional loans, all of that, 18 days. So, 18 days on the market. And then
18 days on the market, yeah.
really quick closing. Usually you just look at a cash transaction for a quick close, 30 days, but these lenders are closing things very quickly. 25 days is not atypical. 3 weeks, not atypical at all.
Right. Get yourself a good lender.
Exactly. Right. We have one for you. It is
Yeah.
not Movement Mortgage. So the time to close all the loans is decreasing quickly. In March, the average time to close a purchase fell to 51 days, down from 53. But again, that's across the country. We're closing much faster out here in California. So if you're looking for a quick closing process, sellers, there's never been a market in which the two-step process, finding a buyer, closing the deal, has taken less time. This is really a very special time for both buyers and sellers. As Tracy illuminated in an earlier point, it's not a one-sided situation. Sometimes the reports make it sound like that in the media, but you've got strength too, sellers, a lot of strength. Just like buyers, you've got a lot of strength too, but it's a great time for both sides in this market.
Right. And getting back to sellers, selling your house can be daunting, especially in a fast paced market. However, the fact that we're in such a strong seller's market
Yeah.
clearly eliminates many common concerns, like fixing up your house.
Yep.
So, don't fret. If you're interested, have been on the fence, considering it, thinking about it, you should, because there is no inventory right now.
You
And
will
people,
be viewed like a jewel.
yeah, buyers are chomping at the bit to buy something. So put your house on the market if you're thinking about it. Let us help you, walk you through the steps. And you know where to find us. And again, Bates Hennington Real Estate Group is always here to help you.
Here, right here.
See you next time.
Bye, guys.